Well, the political season is upon us, and we now know the nominees for the Republican and Democratic candidates for presidency of the United States. And if you're like me, you're already tired of the blame game. You know the blame game, that's where we point fingers and say it's their fault for, well, whatever. It's not just politics, though. Recently, I've been engaged in watching a local television station and international dish television production company and their controversy. And you know what? You listen to one side and it's the other's fault. Listen to the other side and it's their fault. That's the problem with blaming. Nothing ever really gets done. Jesus said, "Do not judge so that you may not be judged, for with the judgment you make, you will be judged, and the measure you give will be the measure you get. Why do you see the speck in your neighbor's eye, but do not notice the log in your own eye? Or how can you say to your neighbor, 'Let me take the speck out of your eye,' while the log is in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you'll see clearly to take the speck out of your neighbor's eye." The problem with blaming is that it's ugly. It's a lot like this east entrance at St. Mark. The number of complaints have just grown exponentially over the last year or two about what the east entrance looks like. You see the white material coming out from the bricks. We have on my left what we are lovingly calling the St. Mark stalactites. Basically what's happened is that moisture has gotten inside, and that the moisture, because of the weight, has pushed itself out and is taking some of the mortar, some of the paste, and pushing it out. And the problem, of course, is it's not just unsightly, it's dangerous. Jesus knew that about blaming. The problem is it's not just a bad attitude. It's dangerous. Because if I can blame someone else, I don't have to take a look at my own involvement in it. I make complex issues very simple. And my concern has been that blaming, whether it is in politics, business, or even the church, begins to threaten the well-being, the structural soundness of the institution. So I'm not listening anymore. 98% of the time when something goes wrong, it's no one's fault. It's a systems problem. There's a communication issue. Perhaps they thought something was simpler than it really was. So I'm not listening. Because blaming, as Jesus teaches us, gets us nowhere.
Thank you for watching Insight. You can view the previous episode and please subscribe to our channel by clicking the link below.